Hey guys, so I've been messing around with the Tracker Pegasus Unreal interface, and I just wanted to show you what I've been up to and give you an idea of what you can do and how fast you can go from just clusters all the way to an animated character in your engine. So first things first, I have Catelyn helping me out in the center, and she's wearing a suit, and if she wants to come up here, you can actually take a look and see what the clusters look like. Each cluster has about 4 or 5 markers on it. And we have 11 of these clusters on the head, 2 on the back, 2 on each of the arms, and 2 on each of the legs. We will attach those to the Pegasus, and then I'll be driven out into the Unreal Engine. So if you can go back in the center, we can go all the way to Tracker now. And if you look at Tracker, you can see that the head has not been created yet, so I'll just make it really fast. Alt, drag, select the head markers, and press Create. Perfect, so now I've created the head, we're good there. I'm actually just gonna minimize Tracker because we don't use it that much, it's just sort of gonna be running in the background. So now in Pegasus, first thing I'm gonna do is make sure that my settings are correct. Open up my server, localhost 801, and we're doing zup Tracker typical, good. I'm gonna ping, it worked, it's connected, and plus apply. I'm gonna ask to do an A pose now, just because that's what my character looks like. Perfect. Keep the arms flat out. There we go. And get a snap of it. There we go. Perfect. She can relax now. Thank you. And now next, I'm going to control, drag, select all of the clusters and group them. So I'm going to go group selection. I'm going to name it Catelyn. Perfect. Okay, there we go. So now we've grouped all those, and now I can attach the FBX. So I'm going to import the FBX, pull in my assassin. There we go, and all I need to do now is to resize the character, which is easy. All I have to do is press the, click one of the bones, and then click the cluster, one of the clusters, and I'm going to scale and move target to rigid bodies. There we go. So now I've scaled it. I'm just gonna drop him down, just so it's level with the floor. Good, good, good. And I can actually just apply a template because I've already done this before. So I'm going to quickly apply a template after making small adjustments with the legs. Just make it a little closer. That looks good. And I go Edit, Apply Template. So select a bone in the character as well as a cluster bone. There we go. And Apply Template. And I'm applying. There we go. So now I've applied the template, and now I'm just going to press the play button, and it's going to stream data in. And there we go. We're already driving in Pegasus. That looks really good. So yeah, just gonna do some movements, some arm movements. Raise a knee up high. Perfect. It looks pretty good. I'm pretty happy with it. Overall, I mean, there's nothing I would really change. So that looks good. Awesome. So next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna move right over into Unreal. So if I go over to my other screen and look at Unreal, I'm going to look first off at my animation blueprint and make sure everything looks correct. So I'm taking in Catelyn as the subject name, which is what I named her over here. The server's correct and the port is correct. So I'm gonna compile it because I haven't compiled it. There we go. It looks, I can already see it live. And I'm gonna close that and I'm gonna press play in the scene. And there we go. So now she is live in the scene. She can walk around, do whatever she needs to, lunges, fight, punch, kick, whatever she's interested in. So there you go. I mean, it's that easy. But last but not least, the big thing is that there's, you know, the ease of this and the flexibility of it means that I can actually throw on the suit and go ahead and capture right now without having to change anything. So I'm actually going to jump in and throw on the suit right now. While I get the clusters on, I'm going to quickly go over how you create a prop inside of Tracker and then bring it into Pegasus, which then you could bring into Unreal. So first of all, I've created the gun cluster already, and I've pushed the origin to the butt of the gun and aimed the y-axis towards the front of the gun. Now I'm going to go right into Pegasus, and I'm going to import it. There's my cluster, and I'm going to group it much like I did the skeleton earlier for the clusters. So gun. Okay, and then I'm going to bring in the FBX that I want to use. Bring in AR in. Okay, give me 1 second. Sometimes it takes a little longer depending on how many bones and how many textures you have using, so how many polygons additionally. There it is, perfect. And now I'm going to move this whole piece back and align it up to the cluster. Pretty happy with that placement there. And next what I'm going to do is I'm just going to angle it a bit because I know the way I have it positioned on the ground, it's slightly angled up. So rotate that up -5. Perfect. It's pretty good to me. And then I'm going to create the task. So I select the gun cluster, and then I select the root, and then I create the task. And you can see that the task icon has shown up. And I'm going to press play. And so now when I have the gun picked up and moved around, it should move around with the cluster. And you can use it, aim it around, put it up against the shoulder, and act like you're shooting. I mean, whatever you need to do to add the prop in. You can do the same exact technique with a sword or anything else that you're using. And that's how easy it is to add a cluster to a weapon and then bring it into Pegasus and then bring it into Unreal. And there it is, it's that easy. I've gone from driving in through Chapter, into Pegasus, into Unreal, and switched people, and it's still driving fine.